If you want to grow a giant redwood, you need to make sure the seeds are okay, nurture the sapling, and work out what might potentially stop it from growing all the way along. Anything that breaks it at any point stops the growth. Elon Musk said this, emphasizing the importance of nurturing something to allow it to grow properly and with ease. Living things rely on nurture, not nature, to determine that their behavior and ultimate disposition are healthy. In the example of Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, Victor Frankenstein abandons the creature out of fear just after he creates him, forcing the creature into an unstable emotional state to which he responded to by reverting to killing. The creature says to Frankenstein, confronting him with this issue on page 121, "All men hate the wretched, how then must I be hated, when miserable beyond all living things? Yet you, my creator, detest and spurn me, by dissoluble by the annihilation of one of us. You purpose to kill me. How dare you sport thus with life?" In this instance, the creature is confronting Victor Frankenstein about how his neglect and his abuse contributed to his emotional instability. The Good Therapy organization says the strongest predictor in terms of mental illness was in fact life events and experiences such as childhood bullying, abuse, or other trauma, supporting the idea of nurture's significant role in the development of mental health issues. Furthermore, the creature was constantly being reminded throughout the novel of his hideous features, especially by those he loved, the DeLacy family. He felt betrayed and hurt by yet another group of people that he thought he could trust. In one instance, he was physically abused by the DeLacy family because of his outward appearance. He describes this on page 129 and 130, saying, "Some fled, some attacked me, until grievously bruised by stones and other kinds of missile weapons." This is a classic case of abuse that would ultimately contribute to his overall negative outlook on life throughout the entire novel. Geneticists at North Carolina State University did a study on genetics and how they are activated in certain environments. The team uncovered specific genes that are affected by lifestyle and geography. For example, they found respiratory genes were unregulated or turned on more frequently in the urban population than in the nomadic or agrarian populations. So you can see in these instances that the nurture has a greater effect than nature does because the genetics that produce characteristics of people are activated by one's environment. Opposing claims may argue that nature was a better indicator or predictor of behavior because of Victor's innate need for power and his internal competition that was always driving his studies. Well, Victor Frankenstein, in the beginning of the novel, when he's talking about his childhood, actually says that his father had devoted himself to the education of his children, showing that Victor's father's dedication to Victor's education was actually what planted this need for power and his internal competition, as opposed to his genetics. He was taught from a young age to be self-sufficient and to always keep learning, which is why he behaves the way he does. As humans, we learn from experience and watching others. We, like a giant redwood, require nurturing care, and lack thereof can have wildly unpredictable results, as seen with the creature in Frankenstein. Our environment determines which of our innate genes are activated. Proving nurture, not nature, plays a more key role in the creature's actions and emotional stability.